Guys, as I was led through my devotional time today, I recall that there is a time for all things, guys. And so we'll be in the book of Ecclesiastes in chapter 3, and it reads, a time for everything. For everything there is a season, and a time for every matter under the heavens. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up what is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to seek and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to cast away. A time to tear and a time to sow. A time to keep silence and a time to speak. A time to love and a time to hate. A time for war and a time for peace. The Almighty given task. What gain has the worker from his toil? I have seen the business of the Almighty has given to the children of man to be busy with. He has made everything beautiful in its time. Also, he has put enmity. He has put eternity into man's heart, yet so that he cannot find out what the Almighty has done from the beginning to the end. I perceive that there is nothing better for them than to be joyful and to do good as long as they live. Also, that everyone should eat, drink, and take pleasure in all his toil. This is the Almighty's gift to man. I perceive that whatever the Almighty does endures forever. Nothing can be added to it, nor anything taken from it. The Almighty has done it so that the people fear before him. That which is already has been. That which is to be already has been. And the Almighty seeks what has been driven away from dust to dust. Moreover, I saw under the sun, that is the place of justice. Even there was wickedness, and in the place of righteousness, even there was wickedness. I said in my heart, Almighty will judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time for every matter and for every work. I said in my heart, with regard to the children of man, that the Almighty is testing them, that they may see that they themselves are but beasts. For what happens to the children of the man and what happens to the beast is the same. As one dies, so dies the other. They all have the same breath, and man has no advantage over the beast. For all is vanity. All go to one place. All are from the dust, and to dust all return. Who knows whether the spirit of man goes upward and the spirit of the beast goes down into the earth? So I saw that there is nothing better than a man should rejoice in his work, for that is his lot. Who can bring him to see what will be after him? And so as you guys reflect on this, I want you to take this back to our Heavenly Father as a reminder that you are not in the control of time, and to allow him to pour into you the areas that lead you to his will for your life, so that you are not doing things vainly, because we're not in control, guys. It's only the Almighty's hand who steers, and it's only his command that everything shall bow and everything shall obey. And so that's my message for you guys. There's always a time for all things.